After over a year of anticipation and a complete rebrand, Meghan Markle's, as ever, raspberry spread has finally hit the shelves. So after all the hype and celebrity buzz, the question remains, is this berry concoction really all it's cracked up to be? Spoiler alert. It's time for Meghan to concentrate on a new formula. Female managed to get their hands on the $14 jar, which arrived complete with keepsake packaging. For the first public review, Meghan's spread has been making waves ever since her brand's launch last March, where she reportedly sent 50 jars to her famous friends under the name American Riviera Orchard. The brand was later rebranded to As Ever, and Meghan has since described the raspberry spread as a recipe she crafted in her home kitchen. But here's the twist. As explained in a recent episode of With Love, Meghan claimed her preserves can't technically be called jam, because in her words, jam is equal parts sugar and fruit. She also expressed concern that you can't taste the fruit that way. So, apparently a little less fruit and a lot more sugar was her preferred solution. Well, according to Female's review, that solution is a major problem. The taste. And according to Female's reviewer, it didn't quite live up to the hype upon opening the jar. The first thing that hit them was the texture, or lack thereof. The spread was so runny that it could barely hold its form, almost as if it had melted during its rush delivery. Female's reviewer described the consistency as liquid and thin, which is definitely not what you expect from something labeled as a spread. In fact, it was so thin that it dripped off the spoon like a sauce, not a jam. As for the flavor, it was excessively sweet. We're talking sugary raspberry syrup, levels of sweetness. Not exactly what you want when you're spreading something on your toast. The tartness of the lemon, which was supposed to balance the sweetness, got completely drowned out by the overwhelming sugar. The flavor was so strong that it overshadowed the actual fruit, leaving behind a cloying aftertaste. Things didn't improve when the spread was applied to toast. According to Female, the spread was so thin that it turned their nicely toasted sourdough into a soggy mess. Within minutes, the sweetness dominated. Everything Female's reviewer suggests that the spread might work better, drizzled over pancakes or ice cream, but for the classic toast and jam combo, it's an absolute failure. When comparing Meghan's spread to actual jams, like those from Bon Maman and Wegmans, the difference was glaring. Both of these jams had a much thicker consistency and a more balanced sweetness. They didn't leave toast swimming in a pool of goo. So what's the bottom line? Female gave the spread a disappointing 2 out of 5 stars. Meghan, if you really want to keep pursuing the jam game, it might be time to revisit that recipe as it stands. This spread is more of a sugary sauce than anything else. In short, Meghan's As Ever. Raspberry spread is overpriced. Overly sweet and too runny to be called a proper spread.